is the second year that we're doing Wildflower Week. It's an initiative that was started by Lady Bird Johnson a few decades ago. The mission for it is that we celebrate all things green and wild in the Big Apple, the hundreds of native species that grow in the city, and it gives all New Yorkers a way to connect with their local environment. We have botanical walks, garden tours, chances to eat edible native plants, ecology lectures, and children's events. But New York City also has more plants that we've lost than we currently have today. And these are two species that we've lost. The swamp pink on the left, which is a federally endangered plant, and yellow-fringed orchid on the right. Over the past 100 years or so, we've lost a lot of the natural areas where these plants occurred. That's why we no longer have these two species. So because of that, we've lost over 40% of our native flora. But if you add up all of the natural area of the city, including city, state, and federal-owned land, there's about 50,000 acres. So there are 8 million New Yorkers using these open spaces. And so then you can imagine what happens to these plants. They don't live in a utopia. There are studies that show that there's a 1-to-1 correspondence between habitat destruction and species loss. So in other words, every time a habitat is destroyed, you're losing species. It's not hard math. So gardeners can help slow the rate of these local extinctions then by planting natives in their backyards, or window boxes, as the case may be. You don't need a lot of space to do it. New York City actually has 3 species of blueberries that grow wild all throughout the city. And yes, there are real blueberries that are edible. So another thing you can do is go for a walk in the woods. You can grab a field guide and go to somewhere like Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx. Or you can go to a wetland like Clay Pit Pond State Park in Staten Island. Or you can go to a grassland like White Island in Marine Park in Brooklyn. And in these places, then you can get to know your foliar neighbors. You can look around with your book and check out what's going on around you and get a sense of the plants that grow near you. Thank you for your time and attention.